the hardest thing that I deal with at summer camp? Yes, you guessed it. It's difficult parents. In fact, it can be really challenging, especially if you're a bit of a softie like me. So I'm intentionally filming this short video in a beautiful ravine in my home city because I need some beauty while I talk about the ugly. Okay, hi, I'm Sherry from Codezilla. I have four summer camps in Toronto, Ontario, and I've been running them since 2023. This was my third summer. Great summer, six-figure business, paying myself nearly six figures for essentially 2 months of full-time work. Can't complain. Here is the challenge. You will get those grumpy parents. And in my experience, they always know. They always know their child is difficult. I have yet to meet the parent that's like, really? I'm so surprised. He's not like that at home. And if they do say that, they're lying. They know. So sure enough, we had, I'd say between the four camps, at least one child every week. Now, before you get freaked out, there are ways to mitigate this. First of all, start off with who you want to accept into your camp and what you say on your website. We do that, we are going to get fiercer and firmer because some people, I think, are reading what they want to read and not reading the clear print, let alone the fine print. Number two is we do set the bar with all the kids at the beginning of summer. So they are aware of here are the rules of camp, here's what's expected. On top of that, number three, we have a refund policy. We proactively, unlike any other camp that I know, we tell parents, if your kid doesn't like it, we refund you. Don't worry about it. However, if we don't like your kid, we don't say it that way, we are going to ask you to remove your child from camp and there is no refund. Now, here's the reality check. Everything boils down to money. When you tell parents no refund, they go bananas. So what we do quietly on the side, we'll say, look, we'll give you 50% of the balance remaining of the days remaining of the week. And you go in good faith. Honestly, that works for 99% of the parents of that one kid per week. We had 1 week, for some unknown reason, we had 3 kids at one camp. Holy guacamole. It really got quite awkward. And sure enough, one of those kids, the parents were just going to be stubborn about it. I really think it boiled down to money. And if we had given them a full refund of the balance, they may have been okay. But they were still asking, I swear they asked for a refund for the entire week. And for this individual family, their child was with us for nearly 3 full days. By the afternoon of the third day, we're like, time out, your kid's got to go. Where am I going with this? Some parents are going to be stank no matter what. In fact, this one family, this is what's even more disappointing, shocking, however you look at it. They literally spent more time arguing by email back and forth and then writing like paragraphs of complaints on Google reviews, both parents. Yet this same family gave us 0 extra information about their kid. In my experience, the parents whose children are neurodivergent, autistic, ADHD, they will tell you and they'll literally give you more information. I've had Zoom calls with a parent whose child had epilepsy. I know it's a very different situation than neurodivergent. The point to say is most parents care and they will tell you and they will spend the time writing it down on your form, emailing you, and then even having a phone call or checking in with you prior to camp. Nada. When a family's like that, I've learned now with hindsight, they just want childcare. They think if they pay a premium for it, it's all smooth and dandy, and it's not. Your child can't disrupt the rest of my campers. It's as simple as that. I owe that to my campers. I'm not a public school. I'm a private business. And we do say we don't have specialty staff. They're not specialty trained or educated staff who deal with kids with special needs. I do hire high schoolers, university, college kids. So just to say, you need to have a thick skin. You're gonna get those grumpy parents. It can usually be mitigated with a refund. In some some volume of refund, you decide. When I first started, I was just so apologetic, full refund. Actually, I never had any complaints. I actually never had complaints until this year. We had a few in 2023, but they were freebie kids, so I don't feel guilty. If your kid's free and you signed up, I have no guilt when I ask your child to leave. I don't know if we had any children removed last year. If we did, there were no issues because I would remember. But this summer, we had good growth. And sure enough, year 3, we had more problematic kids than normal. And I also noticed anecdotally, we got more of the problematic kids at the end of summer. And I realized those kids went to like the YMCA camps or the city-run camps that are cheaper and or have specialty workers. We're not cheaper. We don't have specialty workers. So when those camps closed down for summer, then those kids came to us for the last 1 or 2 weeks of summer. I'll know this, note to self, for next year, to be more cautious with who we accept and carefully explaining the rules, the regulations, and the refunds. That's it. Good luck.